Today I'll be explaining how to do a water splash photography for the beginners. I'll go step by step, very easy, very simple and absolutely beautiful result you can get from these simple techniques I'll be explaining today. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing a water splash macro photography. I'll be explaining how to do a water splash photography in a very simple manner and easily available materials at your home, so you don't have to buy anything for this setup. Before I start, let me show you my gear today. I'll be using Sony A7R III camera with a 90mm Lava macro lens, 2x macro lens, and my flash system is GOWDA 350S. And the most important item is I'll be using my DIY radiant diffuser. I made it myself in my studio. I've explained in my earlier videos how to make it, and I have shown plenty of videos on making on radiant diffuser at your home. If you are interested to make yourself, you can watch my previous videos on making of DIY radiant diffuser in my channel. Now I'll start step by step of the setup for water splash system. For this water splash photography, you need a bowl like this, either plastic or glass or whatever you have in your kitchen, and a system for dropping water on top of this bowl. So what I have done, I've used a very simple and easy technique for making water drop. I'm using a plastic Coca-Cola bottle. Let me show you. This is a plastic Coca-Cola bottle. I made a hole at the bottom of it to put water inside, and for making water drop and controlling the speed of water drops, I'm using a very simple medical equipment like this. These are used for intravenous saline. You can get it very easily in any pharmacy around your place. I'll show you. This comes in a plastic packet like this. This is a brand new one. That one I have used before. There is a needle like this, and this is the control wheel. This is the control wheel. You can easily move it up and down and control the drop. At the bottom, it stops totally, and in the top, it flows all the way straight. So you can have a choice during water splash photography. You can control the water drop rate with this wheel very easily. And on top of this, there will be a needle. This is the needle to fix over here. So I'll keep it aside and I'll use the old one. First of all, you will have to fix this or the IV fluid set on the cap of the Coca-Cola bottle. I've made a hole at the center of the cap, pushed the needle through it and fixed it with glue gun, hot glue gun. So this is nice and tight and leak proof. This is my reservoir now ready. I made another 2 hole and make a hook like this to fix it somewhere up in my studio. I'll show you in a minute. So this water drop system is ready and absolutely very cheap. You don't need any expensive equipment for this as a beginner. For making water drops, for water splash photography, you will find many equipments in the online store in Amazon or other stores, or also in B&H in America. Maps is most popular. It cost about $160. But as a beginner, I don't recommend to use those type of expensive equipment. If you are very much fan of it, you do practice with some very simple techniques. When you are comfortable and if you want to plan it for longer use, then you can buy maps, water controller and drop system. And there are also plenty of other water drop pumps available in the online stores, available in the DIY stores. Those equipments are extremely expensive. If you want to do professional photography, then you can go for it. But otherwise, for making fun or doing some photography for yourself and for social media, I think this cheap system is good enough if you do a little bit of practice on it. Now I'll go to the second step. Now my bowl is ready, my water drop system is ready. Now I'll start making the other setups. First I need a little bit of water to put inside this bowl. I'll fill up to almost 50% of it. Okay, so my water is there. This is your choice. Either you can use the clean water without any additional color on it. You can do all kind of variations you can make. But I will be using some milk to make a white background. I'll mix almost 50% of milk to give me a white background base. So I have added some milk on this, water and milk. Sometimes water splash photography, we prefer to make it a little bit thick. So what I have used, I have got a thick solution like this. Either you can use either xanthan gum or jello, whatever you find in your food store or in a supermarket. So this one I have used a jello solution, a thick, and I will add a little bit of it to make the base little thicker, and so that my water splash gives a nice view. So this is jello solution. So that's done for the base. Now I'll put some blue color solution. This is my blue color solution, and I've also added some milk inside it. I'll put this blue solution into this reservoir to make a blue drops on white background. I've hanged the water drop system on my bookshelf on top of my studio. So this is the hook I have fixed on this bookshelf, and this is the Coca-Cola bottle with the RB fluid set. This is the controller, and all the pipe goes the needle, and I fixed this needle with a laboratory clamp. Is available in hardware store, or you can collect it online. This is the clamp. I fixed this needle on top of this bowl. This blue color water will drop from this needle over here. Now this is one of the very crucial point of focusing the water drop on this bowl. Most people use some metal items like spoon to make a focus like this, or some keys, and many people use some rod, stick, whatever they have. But I've done a very simple solution to make it more precise water drop, to focus the water drop site more precisely with a very simple technique that I will be showing at the end of the photo shoot. Keep watching my video until the end, and I'll show you the focusing point on water drop as well as other important tips about water splash photography. I think you can see the water dripping drop by drop just in front of my lens, and I'll start taking some pictures and let me see the lighting and other things. I've taken almost 10-15 shots. I stop the drip and check. Let me tell you the setting of the camera, because this is very important in water splash photography, because water drop are very fast, very quick, and if you cannot freeze the motion, you will have a blurred pictures. So I have used f16 on my lens, and ISO I have given 2000, and the shutter speed of 250, 1/250. So it seems that it is okay, but I need little bit more light. And my flash strength is 1/128 to match or to freeze the motion of the water drops. But the pictures are a little bit dark. I'm showing you some of the pictures from the screen. There are a few shots, and these are the pictures. But you can see the dark edge. You can see the dark edge of this glass in the back. So I have to hide that one. I'll put a piece of plastic sheet at the back. It will give me two benefits. I put a plastic sheet, white color plastic sheet at the back, so that I can avoid the dark edge of the glass, and also I'll have to get some reflection from the back, from this backdrop. Let me take some few shots with this background. Start my water dripping. Let me check again. Stop the water dripping and check the pictures in this situation. But I'm not happy because still it's dark, because I'm using very low aperture, f16. I think I'll have to add few more lights, ambient lights, because I can't increase the flash strength. So I'll put some extra ambient light on the subject or near the water dripping area. I've added two more extra spotlights, one on the water drop area and another focus light on the backdrop, so that I can have some reflection from the back. So let me try in this setup. As you can see, I'm taking continuously with my trigger, because most of these pictures will be out of focus, and I'll show you at the end, because most of the pictures you don't have any water drop at all. It will just come as a flat surface. So I'll take at least 400 to 500 pictures in different settings. Let me check again. Stop the water dripping with my additional focus light. Let me show you the pictures right now I've taken with this additional spotlights. It looks beautiful. The lightings are perfect. Oh, I think I got one mushroom. It's very difficult to get one of these. Maybe I got another mushroom. Oh, beautiful. Let me take few more pictures. I'll take at least couple of hundred pictures continuously, pressing the cable shutter. Let me check again few more pictures I've taken. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, that focusing the water drop right in the place is very crucial and very important, because if the focusing is not right, the focus point is not right for the droplets, you will miss plenty of shots. You might have noticed in other videos that most of the people do something like this for focusing. Put some metal things or put some spoon to make focus point rightly. But I do use a separate technique. I use a plumb bob. You'll get it very cheap in any hardware store or DIY store, and it gives me a very fine pinpointed focusing area. Let me show you how I do it. Let me fix this plumb bob in alignment with the needle in my clamp. I'll not make it tight right now. I'll just touch the needle of the plumb bob, just dripping into water, and make it tight. Now the plumb bob is just touching the fluid in the bowel. Now I'll adjust the lens. You can see the red color focus pickup on my screen, and I think that is okay at this moment. That's how I fix the position of the water droplet focusing area. I forgot to mention one more thing. I had to replace this radiant diffuser. Earlier I put the bigger one. If I put the bigger one, the water drop might hit on my radiant diffuser, so I had to replace with my smaller size radiant diffuser for this photography. If you like my technique, please subscribe my channel, like it, share it. If you have any question about this water splash photography for beginners, please do not hesitate to ask me in the comment box below. So I'll be happy to answer all your questions with my best knowledge and experience. Let me give you a few more tips on this water splash technology. Let me give you a few more tips about this water splash photography. I'm using lens, Lava 90mm macro lens. These lenses are quite expensive. But if you are a beginner, if you don't have any macro lens, you can also do with your regular prime lens or zoom lens, just attaching some extension ring on it. But you must have a flash for water splash photography. And also you might need few more spotlights if you don't have more than one flashlight. If you have 2 or 3 flashlights, you can do it better. I'll show you in my upcoming videos putting few more flashlight around it. The final tips. You will have to take hundreds and hundreds of shots of water splash to find the right perfect dome shape or ball shape pictures, because these water droplets are so fast, so quick, it will vanish from your frame. See you in next video. Bye bye.